Hi everyone. Today we're going to correct workbook page 148 and you were assigned the odds yesterday. So let's go ahead and get your math workbook and we'll correct those problems. The odds, starting at the beginning of the page 1 through 9, you had to write the fractions from least to greatest. So number 1 is 2 6, 3 6, 5 6. And you only had to do the odds, so then skip to number 3, 3 tenths, 4 fifths, 9 tenths. Number 5, 1 fourth, 3 eighths, 1 half, 7, 3 fifths, 7 tenths, 4 fifths. Number 9, 1 fourth, 1 half, 5 eighths. The second half of the page, you had to do the opposite. You had to go from greatest to least, or largest to smallest. Number 11, 2 fifths, 3 tenths, 1 fifth. Number 13, 5 tenths, 3 tenths, 1 fifth. Number 15, 7 eighths, 3 fourths, 1 half. Number 17, 3 fourths, 5 eighths, 2 fourths. 19, 5 sixths, 2 thirds, 2 sixths. And 21, 8 ninths, 2 thirds, and 1 ninth. Tomorrow we'll correct workbook page 149, and today's lesson is finding part of a set. So you'll need a piece of paper and your textbook. And on textbook, we're going to go to page 396. Pause the video if you need to get those things. Okay, for today's lesson, finding part of a set. So if you have the fraction, let's look in the textbook. It has a dozen eggs, and it has 1/2 of 12. So it wants half of the dozen. So let's look at that. 1/2 of 12. And it had 12 here for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that was your carton of eggs, and you had 12 of them. And it wants you to divide them in half. So if you look at this fraction, 1/2 of 12, so half of 12, it's kind of like a division problem. So it's kind of like saying 12, and you want to divide it into 2 groups. Back for our division. Can you remember this? We're taking a total amount, and we're dividing it into 2 groups. Now remember back when we were in class, we said we could draw a picture and count out how many, 1, 2, 3, 4, and how many, counting up to 12, and then seeing how many were in each group. Or you could think in your mind, what number times 2 would give me 12? So how many in each group for 2 groups would equal 12? So each number is going to be 6. Or each group is going to have 6. There will be 6 in each group. So when you look at your dozen of eggs, it's saying you want to divide them into 2 parts with 12 total. So I have the same number on the top and the same number on the bottom, 6 and 6. So if I divide it into 2 parts, so here I have my whole. I have the whole square, and then I divided it into 1, 2 parts. And how many are in each? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So your answer would be 6. It would equal 6. 1/2 of 12 equals 6. Let's go ahead and start some of the problems. Number 1 on page 396. Let's look at that one. These first few give you a picture, so you can look at that. Number 1, it wants 1/2 of 10. So it's telling you it has 10 total, and it wants you to divide it into 2 groups. It wants 2 groups, and you want a 10 total of 10. So you can divide it out. It's like 10 divided by 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in each of my groups. So 10 divided by 2 is 5. Or 1/2 of 10 would be 5. Let's look at another one. Number 2. So it wants you to do 1/4 of 16 equals. So it tells you you have 16 total, and you want to divide it into 4 groups. So it's like saying 16 divided by 4. It also has the picture for you in number 2. So you could draw out 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And that's your whole. 16 is your whole part. It wants you to divide it each into 4 groups. So let's divide it into 4. This would be half. That's divided into 2 parts. Here's divided into 4 parts. And each has 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1/4 of 16 is 4. Or 16 divided by 4 equals 4, because 4 times 4 equals 16. It's like doing division. It's doing division. Number 3. One third of 6. So you have 6 total, and you want to put it into 3 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is your whole. And you want it in 3 groups. 1, 2, 3. So you can see 1, 2 is in each group. Or you could do it like this. You have 6 total, and you want to put it in 3 groups. So you draw 1, 2, 3 groups, and then you could count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I have 2 in each group. It's like 6 divided by 3 equals 2. Okay, number 4. One third of 9. You have 9, you want to put it in 3 groups. So 9 divided by 3. So what, in your mind, you think, what times 3 gets me 9? 9 divided by 3 equals what? What times 3 equals 9? The opposite, that you do the division, the opposite is the multiplication. So that's 3. 3 times 3 equals 9, or 9 divided by 3 equals 3. So your answer for 4 is 3. You could draw out your pictures as well if you wanted to draw out the groups. Number 5. 1/7 of 7. So you have 7 total. You want 7 groups. How many groups do you get if you have 7 and you want 1 in each group? Well, you could draw out 7 groups and then draw 7, 1, 2, 3 in them. You could say 7 divided by 7 equals what? Which is 1, because 1 times 7 equals 7. So 1/7 of 7 is 1. All right, let's try one more, and then I'll have you draw a few on your own. Number 6. 1/2 of 20. So you draw out your groups to divide, and it's like 20 divided by 2. So you think the opposite. What times 2 gives me 20? What times 2 would give me 20? Or you could draw out 2 groups and count them out till 20 to see how many was in each group. Or draw out 20 like it is in your book and divide them into 2 parts. The answer is 10, because 10 times 2 equals 20. So half of 20 equals 10. I would like you to pause the video and try to do 7 through 12. 7 through 12. And then when you're ready, unpause the video and you can check your answers. Okay, let's check them. Number 7. It wanted 1/2 of 6, and your answer should have been 3, because 6 divided by 2 equals 3. Number 8, 1/4 of 8 equals 2, because 8 divided by 4 equals 2. Number 9, 1/2 of 4 equals 2, because 4 divided by 2 equals 2. Number 10, 1/3 of 12 equals 4, because 12 divided by 3 equals 4. Number 11, 1/4 of 16 is 4, because 16 divided by 4 equals 4. And number 12, 1/5 of 10 equals 2, because 10 divided by 5 equals 2. Okay, you're going to do your workbook for the rest of this assignment. You can also watch some of the YouTube videos and make sure you're doing your Khan Academy videos. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.